Hi everyone, I'm April San Pedro and I have another video for you today. In this video, I'm gonna share with you my journal bag. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I also like watching other people's what's in their bag kind of video, especially when it's for traveling or for journaling. So I've thought making one or sharing my journal bag as well. But also at the same time, I want to share with you this journal bag because this has been my go-to bag whenever I need some spark of creativity. So I hope this video or having this kind of whether it's a small or a big bag or a pouch, I encourage you to have the same thing. So whenever you needed some spark of inspiration, just so you can start journaling, this is one step of doing that. Okay, so let's start. So before I came across this denim bag, I used to carry with me a Delphonics. I think that was the small size Delphonics, but I find it really small, but it's really quite handy when it comes to traveling. However, I felt that some of the things that are necessary to me are it doesn't suit my needs. So I was checking my old stuff and luckily I found this very old bag which is originally a makeup bag. So this one is from Avon. I'm not sure if you know this brand, but this is I got this way back when I was high school, or probably high school. So that was really a long time ago, and this was meant to be a makeup bag. I'm not even sure why I have this because I'm not really fond of makeup as well, but I found this in my stash or in my old things and thought just repurpose it into something else. Now, I never really enjoyed using this before since I never really had so much makeup, or the makeup bag doesn't really call to my attention. But when I thought of using it as my journal bag, this has become my go-to bag nowadays. Even my son Nicholas knows what to get, where to get it whenever he needs something for writing or for painting and things like that.
You say son like Marlene of Miro. You say son.
Because you're my son. You're a boy, it's a son. Okay, so anyway, this bag is, I wouldn't really say compact because it's a bit bulky. It's like a 2 palm size and the width is really big, so it's pretty much like a lunch box, a bigger one, but it has a lot of compartments and small pockets inside, so that makes it really very efficient for me, or maybe convenient at least, but not the compact kind of way whenever I travel. But anyway, this is still the bag I bring with me whenever I travel because everything is already in here. So whenever I go somewhere, I just grab this one, and I sometimes, that's the reason why I also like this, because even the journals can fit in this bag. So it's just really the entire bag that I need for creativity or journaling. Okay, so let's start from this side. So basically the design of this bag is just simply denim. Both sides look the same. So I have here button pins from different artists and some coffee shops, and my very own button pins as well. Now I have 2 here, but apparently the other one I found it, but I put it somewhere and now I cannot find it anymore. So it's gonna go here again once I found that. And I'm also thinking of adding another one. This is my latest button pin, and I'm thinking of adding that here. I have more of these before, but my son just wants some of my button pins in his own journal pouch. So that's why there's some small patches that feels like it's empty because those button pins are not mine anymore. So anyway, let's open up the first compartment. Just a little disclaimer though, this is actually unfiltered, or like this bag hasn't been updated or cleaned up for a long time. So everything I need, every pen or whatever that I just thought of putting it here or removing from here, it's just here. So it's an organized and probably a little bit, it's not just a little, but really cluttered inside. But nonetheless, it will give you or sums up what's inside. So the first compartment pretty much opens up all the way down. And this part, this is where I put technically all my tools. So what I have here, so there's 3 small pockets inside. So if you look here, so first pocket, it has a sanding paper because I like sanding some of my cardstock, especially if I make tags or some edges of the journal. So I use sanding paper for that. And then on this side, scissors and a stapler. So this is also where I put the tweezer as well. So pretty much those are the 3 small sharp tools that I have. Now just make sure though, every time I travel, I make sure that these things, I check in this bag with me, so I don't have to worry about bringing sharp tools or this kind of tools in the airport. So just make sure if you're bringing a journal bag with you and decided you want to bring it with you in your handbag, just try to remember that if you have a scissors with you or a cutter or anything like that. Now other tools that I have here are the stamps. Now I don't probably really need 3 different kind of alphabet stamps, but I cannot really decide which one to use since they are just very compact, very light, and doesn't really weigh so much. I just bring the 3 of them. So as you can see, this one is a different design, and I really like how this looks and gives a different feeling in my journal. And the other one is an uppercase and lowercase serif, which is my favorite font. So sometimes I cannot decide whether I want to use the small or the uppercase, so I just bring the 2 of them plus this one. And since I have an alphabet clear stamp, I have here with me acrylic blocks. This is what I just normally bring with me, but I remember last time I have other stamp sets with me, and I just forgot to return this one. So just like I said a while ago, this one is really cluttered, so I just put everything in and out, and so this one I forgot to remove. Another tool that we have here, this one, my essential. So I just have a date stamp, which I just got from an office supply, and a blank ink pad. Sometimes if I go somewhere, I like to bring one design, a different design of stamp, and another 2 different colors of ink pad as well, but this has always been here inside. So every time I need to stamp or journal something for simple things, this is the go-to stamps that I just need. And then I also have a small puncher. That's because I like making tags. That is part of my journaling. So every time I do that, I just needed to punch a little hole, and that's why it's here. And a sharpener, because you'll see later how many pens and colored pencils I have inside this bag. So So next is the watercolor set. So this is what I like about this bag that I have. It's a bit heavy and bulky actually, but everything I have here is what I need for creativity. So if I feel like painting, I also have with me my watercolor set. Now this one is my complete color set. However, sometimes I bring a different set with me whenever I travel because this one becomes heavy, and sometimes I just need few colors with me. But right now, this is what I have inside. I also have the brushes, of course. So I just have 5 small sets with me and some tissue towel. So that's what I have here on my first compartment. So pretty much the tools that I just need. Then to the next compartment. Now, unlike the first one, this middle part does not go all the way down. So it only has one zipper compared to this one, which reminds me I should also put a keychain here. But anyway, so in the middle part is actually I think the most messy part for me, because what I have here are all the pens that I normally used. So I'm not sure if these are all the pens that I need or what I usually use, but I think there are more. It just so happened that like I said a while ago, the things that I have here goes in and out already, so I think these are the ones left. So as you can see, in the middle there are 2 pockets on both sides. So I put the pens here because there's also a specific pocket holes for pens, but I think technically these are for brushes, makeup brushes, but it also works for pens as well. But there are only 4 holes, 4 pocket holes for the pens, plus one something like this that you can clip the pen on, but it doesn't work for me. It's too small, so that's why I just put them inside or in the middle, which actually makes me think that I should put this one on a flat pouch so they look organized inside. But nonetheless, they work fine as long as I know that all my pens are in the middle side of this bag. In this pocket, I have with me washi tapes samples. So I don't bring washi tape rolls with me anymore because it's too bulky, plus you can only bring few if I want to bring rolls. So I just have this washi tape samples with me, which you can see is super undated already. Like, I need to refill most of them, which I wasn't able to. But in a way, having small things or just few items with you makes you feel less overwhelmed whenever you're journaling. So even though these are not my latest washi tapes that I have right now, they still work fine because that's all I have whenever I need to grab something from this bag. I also have a small sticky notes just in case I cannot finish journaling and I need to put notes on the journal. So this one is quite helpful. And I have here with me a Kita sticker. These are photo corners, which I like adding in my photos in my journals, but they are quite expensive, so I just try to save them or use them on special occasions. But I just have that here with me just in case I feel like using it. And on the other side of the pocket, I have 2 glues. One is the glue stick and this one is the wet one. So if in case I have a thick die cut ephemera with me, or a photo that is thick enough that I want to stick to, this is what I used. And this one is just my go-to glue stick. And then I cannot live without a correction tape. So every bag I have, whether it's a handbag, journal bag, computer bag, I make sure I have one on each bag because I don't know, I just, whenever there's a mistake and then I cannot erase it with correction tape, kind of feels like I need to erase it with a correction tape. So that's an essential for me. And then, as you can see, and I don't know why, I have 3 clips with me, which I only need 1, but since I just put everything in and out here, I didn't realize I already have 3 clips with me here. So I just used this clip for journaling. So whenever I want my journal spread to lay flat, this is what I use. So basically I just need 1. And then wipes. I always bring wipes with me in my journal bag because I like using stamps. So this is essential whenever I want to clean my clear stamps. And like, as you can see also, it needs some refilling because I don't think there's still wipes inside. So anyway, so those are what's inside the pocket. Now let's go to the pens. I'm pretty sure I don't really need this much pens in my life every time I journal because I can only write so much, and at the same time I only use black most of the time. But anyway, one handy thing that I always have is also a highlighter because I like using this for Bible journaling, so that's why that one always is a must in my bag. And then okay, so I like adding drawings in my journal. That's why I have fine liners with me, but I don't really need this much. Normally I just need 1 thick, which is the 0.8, and then the 5, and then that's it. And I'm not sure why I have so many here, plus a gel pen or a G-Tech. This became my go-to pen nowadays. It used to be the Sarasa black pen. However, I ran out of that. I have to order that online, so I kind of find it inconvenient. So I just bought something that I can find in a bookstore. So that's why I have this. I also like using fountain pen for journaling, but as you can see, I have 2 of them as well. But sometimes whenever I travel, I just bring 1 fountain pen and use this for writing because I don't want to bring extra ink with me, so the fountain pen becomes just an accessory sometimes. And then I like using brush pens, which technically these are already too much, but I have 2 more that I cannot find here because I think my son Nicholas uses it and he forgot to return the other brush pen. So what's missing here is the midliner yellow color, and I also have another one in the fabric pastel in light pink, I think. So this one I used for drawing, but I seldom use them actually. This is really more of my go-to whenever I draw, and the drawing pen. So that's why again my bag needs some updating or cleaning up to do. And another brush pen that I got to love again is this very big brush pen. I used to love this before, but this is more, I used this before for bigger journals, but since I went into the regular travel size, I found this a bit too bulky or too big that it occupies the entire space. However, I went back to this again and I just love it. This one goes there already. And for the color pens, technically I don't really use color pens. Oh, this one is just a pencil. So I don't technically use color pens, color pencil, but I tried using it for some reason, and I don't know, I just put it there just in case I needed it. So yeah, as you can see, those are really not my necessity pens or my basic ones, but since it's a go-to bag, that's where they all go. Now, lastly, on to the third compartment. The third one is mostly where I put papers. So just like the middle part, the third one doesn't really open up all the way down. It has this barrier on the side, which is nice because the three compartments have different styles or different pockets, so you can really bring different things with you. You can bring a little bigger paper, a smaller one, depending on what pocket you want to put it in. So on this side is mostly papers, like stickers and watercolor papers. It has three pockets here, one with the zipper. I don't really use the pockets here anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I just find them a little bit bulky, except for this side, which I have two rulers with me that I don't really use so much. The protractor, I'm not sure why, because I just think it's a small ruler, but I never got to use this even once, so I should probably remove this already. And this one, probably use this just once, but that's it. And then as for the stickers, now with this part, this really needs some updating because I just put everything in and out. Now normally I always have a die cut ephemera with me, so I have one here from Illustrated Faith, and this one is from my collection. This one is Love Like His. So I always bring die cut ephemeras with me. I like collaging and sticking things on my journal, so the die cuts is really one of my go-to all the time. And then the rest are just mostly stickers. Oh, this one, I have a clear envelope where I put photos that I either need to journal, or if I printed something with me on the go and then I wasn't able to journal it yet, this is where I put the photos. So yeah, this one is also a nice thing in the bag. Now the next ones are just stickers. Now the Sotelier stickers, for some reason I already have this with me, like I think even last year, but I never used them even once. I just like looking at them. So as you can see, they're all very intact. I always carry them with me, but never really get to use them because they're a bit expensive and very cute. And then I also have a sticker book from Maggie Holmes. Now this one is also, I like this sticker as well, but I think I use this mostly rather than the Sotelier. So yeah, I have this with me all the time. And the rest are mainly my stickers already from my own brand, Artisan Paperie. Now I technically just have this folder with me. I don't know what happened, why I have extra more stickers that are actually duplicate of just what I have here. And then I have another one that is another extra. So I'm not sure why I have so many of this. This just makes the bag a bit heavier, but nonetheless, this is what I just usually have, this organizer with me. Plus I also have a sticker release, so I think I might wanna maximize that as well. So yeah, so that's about the third compartment. Now as you can see, there's so many inside the journal bag, but I would say I could have done better. Like, if I'm gonna update this, I will remove or probably add my essentials when it comes to journaling. So let's say for the stickers, I'd probably just remove all the duplicates, so it will make it a bit lighter. It's nice to have a bigger bag so you can put mostly everything you want to put in. However, it becomes overwhelming at the same time if you have so much already with you. So it kind of defeats the purpose of just having a go-to, because I wanted a little spark when it comes to journaling. I would also suggest to be mindful of what you put inside. Just basically the essentials, the most important things that you think you need, just so you don't carry so much whenever you're traveling, and whenever you need something, you just have to grab it all along. Alright, that's about it, friends. I hope this video inspires you to grab either a bag, a small one, a big one for journaling, and put your essentials in there. So whenever you needed to grab something for creativity, then you can just have that bag with you. Thank you for watching, and see you again on my next video. Have a great weekend, friends. Bye.
Bye.